I am 100% totally not late with this one. Alright. So, as you can see on the screen, we're gonna be doing the Ultra Trunks equipment guide, only like 1 to 2 months late. Better late than never, I guess. Realized that I never got to it, and I haven't really been caught up with the equipment guides as of late, but since the anniversary is coming up, it's time to start catching up. So you guys should be expecting a bunch of equipment guides and whatnot coming in the following week. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Trunks is on quite a few tags. He is Vegeta Clan, Hybrid Saiyan, Future. So that means that he actually has quite a bit of equipment. As you guys can see from the top row, you guys know the drill. We will be going over priorities first, the must runs, and then we'll go to like team specific and character specific. Then we'll move on to defensive stats. In terms of build, there really is I don't really feel a need to make this guy super defensive. So your target priority is just to build this guy for damage. And that way his preparation mode, you will get the most value out of that. I think Gohan, both Gohans, Future Gohan and Revival Gohan, the team that you're going to be using him on, already has the defensive aspects covered. So yeah, build this guy super offensively and you guys should be good to go. First off, let's just jump right in. This equipment came out with, I believe it was Legends Festival 2024? That sounds right, with the Vegeta, or the, what's it called? The Transforming Green Vegeta Blue and the Yellow Goku Black. I'm pretty sure this is when this released. But this is pretty much a must run for him. Weapon Wielder or Future. This is an Awakened equipment, so good luck grinding this one out. Wait for Bonanza. This is giving 10% to HP restoration and special move damage, as well as 32% to one of the two offensive stats. Of course, you want to go this guy's strike. And then 12% base HP. This is just a very good all-around equipment that you guys want to be running on just anyone that can use this. It's a very, very good option and just gives Trunks everything that he needs, honestly. Nothing much else to say. I've covered this equipment multiple times in multiple different equipment guides. Moving on. This is the PvP equipment that released with the Ultra Trunks. I believe you're gonna have to wait for this if you didn't grind it while the PvP season was up, because these do tend to delay like 3 or 4 seasons until they return in the equipment metal shop. But this is a very solid equipment. This is giving 12% to blue card damage, 12% HP, 12% ultimate damage, and then 10% to pure offenses if you are a Hybrid Saiyan, which of course Trunks is. Just a very good all-around stat equipment. It's giving you defensive stats with HP, as well as special move, ultimate, and pure offenses. So very solid equipment. This is probably his second must run. Number 3. This is another Awakened equipment. This is actually the Awakened equipment that dropped with the Ultra Trunks. This is for units that are Vegeta Clan and Future Trunks Saga, and it is giving 12% base strike attack, 12% to key recovery and base strike attack again, then 15% base critical, 15% base strike attack, and then 12% to pure strike attack if a Future Trunks Saga other than this character is a battle member, which of course Ultra Trunks himself. Oh, I guess that doesn't make sense. This is to run if you are running this guy next to another Future Trunks Saga. So, who is there? There's like Ultra Zamasu, the Red Zamasu, Trunks and Vegeta, who are honestly pretty solid, better than most people think they are, just very bulky unit. Who else is on Future Trunks Saga? Those are the ones that come to mind, but yeah, if you have those guys, this is a really good equipment. One of his best equipment. It's giving a total of, what is that? 24 plus 15, 39% base strike attack. Critical is just worthless, and then pure strike. This is very good offensively. So yeah, probably a must run if you do fulfill these conditions. And we will go next to yet another Awakened equipment. This is for melee type Hybrid Saiyans. This is 15% to base strike defense, 18% to base strike attack and blast defense, and then 5% to both pure strike attack and blast defense per Hybrid Saiyan's battle member. A very, very good equipment. It's giving 15% to pure to 2 different stats, is really strong. And probably one of his best equipment, or just any melee type Hybrid Saiyan. Revival Gohan, for example, will benefit greatly from this. And of course it is Fear Hybrid Saiyan team, but that's not that difficult to, get. Up next, this is a unique equipment for Hybrid Saiyans. I believe this was the event that released with the Revival Gohan during the second part of Legends Festival. It should be in one of the equipment metal shops now, or it has its own event in the unique equipment selection. Overall, good equipment. 15% to blue card damage, 15% base strike defense, and 30% base blast defense, as well as 30% base strike attack. Overall, good equipment, very well-rounded, and probably not a must run, but a very good option if you're running something that doesn't fulfill like the full Hybrid Saiyan team or other Future Trunks Saga unit, something like that. Up next, this is pretty restricted, very restricted. This is for units that are Future, Hybrid Saiyan, and Melee. So the two automatically that are at least meta units are going to be this Ultra Trunks and the Future Gohan, giving you 32% base strike attack, as well as 5% the strike attack per Future or Hybrid Saiyan battle member, so up to 15%, as well as 12% base HP. Overall, very good equipment. HP is great, and then 32% base and 15% to pure strike attack is a great combination. So overall, good equipment. Definitely use if you are on a full Future or full Hybrid Saiyan team. And next, this is a unique equipment. This is a co-op equipment, so yeah, good luck grinding this one. 10% to both base offenses, 20% to both base defenses, and then 10% to pure offenses when 3 battle members are Hybrid Saiyans. Nothing much else to say here. I've covered this before. This is, in my opinion, just a slightly lesser version of this one, the first ever Awakened equipment. This is giving 15% to base strike defense, and then 24% to pure offenses per Hybrid Saiyan battle member. Of course, very, very offensive for Hybrid Saiyan units. At this point in the game, though, I don't really find a need to get 24%, because there's not much base or defensive stats here, so I try to avoid using this, but this is also still very, very good option if you have it. Up next, tried and true. We have seen this equipment multiple times just because of its versatility, and it still holds up in this day and age. This is for either God Ki or Vegeta Clan battle members. It is giving you 18% to base strike defense, 15% to base blast attack and defense, and then 15% to blast attack when God Ki, or 15% to pure strike attack when Vegeta Clan is a battle member, which of course Trunks himself fulfills that condition. Always go for the strike attack because Trunks is a melee type. Up next, this is another co-op equipment. This is for Vegeta Clan. 10% to blue card damage, 20% base defenses, and then 12% to pure offenses when 3 battle members are Vegeta Clan. Vegeta Clan right now, I wouldn't say is like great, but it isn't horrible. It still has some options. Of course, we have Ultra Trunks. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta could work, but he's getting too carded by Legend Vegito, Legend Super Saiyan 3 Mini Goku, getting locked in, getting obliterated by Buhan's counter gauge, stuff like that. Daima Mini Vegeta is very good. Goku and Vegeta, they still hold up, although, they can't tank as well as they used to. Super Vegeta is still pretty good. Trunks and Vegeta are very bulky, and you could definitely make use of them. And that's pretty much it, I think, for Vegeta Clan. Yeah. So yeah, Vegeta Clan isn't in that great of a spot, but if Vegeta Clan ever does come back in the foreseeable future, then this could definitely be a good equipment to use on the full Vegeta Clan setup. Up next, this is another co-op equipment. This also released during 2024 Legends Fest with the green Vegeta Blue. For feature, this is 25% to base strike defense, 12% to base offenses, and then 13.5% to pure offenses when 3 battle members are feature. Let's just quickly pull up the feature tag. I mean, it has some decent options. You have both Ultras, the Trunks and the Zamasu. You have the red Zamasu. Oh, I guess that's it, huh? Or Trunks and Vegeta, of course. And then that would be it. Feature Gohan. So yeah, you got like 4 or 5 units to work with here. So if you guys fulfill that condition, this is a pretty good equipment. But, you know, Trunks already has so many good equipments that you probably don't need to prioritize getting this one. Up next, this is for either feature or powerful opponent. Battle members, this is another co-op equipment. This is giving 10% to base critical and strike attack, 10% to base blast attack, 15% to base strike attack, and then 10% to pure blast attack if there are 2 or more featured battle members, and then 15% to strike attack when God Key and powerful opponent is a battle member. Obviously, you want to prioritize slot 3 over slot 2, and the only character that fulfills this that is currently, you know, somewhat competent is going to be the red and Ultra Zamasu, but other than that, nothing really. So no need to grind this up. This is an OA equipment for either feature or God Key. It is giving 28 to base strike defense, 20% to base blast defense, and then you get to pick. You obviously want 20% to base strike attack and 12% to pure strike attack when Tag Fusion Warrior is a battle member. The good thing about this one, if you guys want to run this guy next to Legend Super Vegeta, he fulfills the slot 3 conditions. Zamasu's fulfilled that condition. Even Red Gotenks fulfills this condition. So you have some, you know, leeway in picking battle members, but, you know, gotta keep that in mind. Alright, now we'll move on to the 3 defensive equipment. Again, you shouldn't really be prioritizing building Trunks defensive, but, you know, in the case that you want it for some reason, I'll just list 3 here. This came out with Green Ultra Rose. This is for feature and green units. 20% to base strike attack, and then 30% to base strike defense, and 32% base blast defense. Pretty basic equipment, giving a lot of stats though, so yeah, sure. This one, probably his best defensive equipment, is giving 10% to base strike defense, 35% to base blast defense, and then 20% to pure blast defense if there are 2 or more featured battle members, and then base HP 10%. Of course, the HP and the defense combo is very good. You probably want to run this guy, if you are trying to fulfill the slot 2, you can run this guy next to feature Gohan on the pure Hybrid Saiyan build, or next to Ultra Zamasu, so stuff like that. Finally, this released with Ultra Trunks in the equipment collection. This is 12% base HP and then 35% to base defenses. Just a very stat inflated, probably his best. I know I said this was his best defensive, but this is restricted, and this one isn't as much so. 35% base defense on top of 12% HP is a lot of defense. So this, I probably have to retract my statement. This is probably his best defensive equipment in the game. And that concludes this equipment guide. Yeah, quite a lot, but again, if I were to choose what equipment I want to run on the Trunks, prioritize this one. Just whoever can use it, you probably should be using it. This one is very strong, exactly what Trunks needs. This is also good if you're running this guy again with another future Trunks saga. This is very good on pure Hybrid Saiyan. This is very good base stat equipment. This is good on, again, another Hybrid Saiyan or future lineup. And then defensive stats, this is probably his best one. So those are the main equipments that you want to prioritize. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys soon for who's next. I think it's Mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah, I will see you guys for that equipment guide soon. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.